What's up, guys? Nico here, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. And well, today I'm actually gonna be talking about the Nintendo Direct that happened today. Before I do that, though, oh, I gotta get rid of the spider. Get out of here. I do need the string because I need to make a bow and arrow. But anyways, let me go to bed. You know, not deal with all the monsters and stuff. All right. Oops, not mean to do that. So yeah, so the Nintendo Direct happened today, and well, I want to talk about it because I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty good Direct. Uh-oh. Let's see. Heard a skeleton burning too. If there's some arrows and some bones, I'll take it. So I think this Nintendo Direct was probably one of the last Directs. I don't know if it was the last one, but I didn't watch it live. Oh no. Yo, hell no. Alright. So yeah, this Nintendo Direct, I went back to go watch it, seen a couple of the trailers. Good stuff, I gotta say. Also, now that there's a chicken here, come on in. Now I have a chicken. That's awesome. And you're staying in there. I do have an egg. You can make, nope, no, okay. I was hoping to get a second chicken, but I guess not. Unfortunate. But anyways, before, I continue talking about it, I think in this video, I'm just gonna expand the garden and stuff, the house, probably make more pens and stuff for the animals. Uh, there is a fully grown wheat, so I just gotta do some stuff, maybe work on the second floor, but I am still thinking on what I should do for it. I don't know what to do for it exactly yet. Still figuring it out. I think this is as long... Oh. So I say the farm should go up to there, and then we should go upward. I don't know if it'll look good, but, it's an interesting idea, I guess. Something different, I want to do something a little more unique, even though it's like not like gonna look good or anything, but just trying something different. Where's the string? I'll make the bow in a second. So anyways, the direct happened, and well, one of the first games they revealed was a Mario and Luigi game, which I'm not gonna lie, I am a pretty big fan of those games because I've been playing them since like the DS with like Bowser's Inside Story, I didn't play some of the newer ones that came out on the 3DS, but I know they were pretty good though. So, yeah, pretty interesting to bring it for the Switch, which I think this is the first time they're actually putting a Mario and Luigi game on a mainline console, not just a handheld, which I mean, technically speaking, the Switch is technically a handheld, but, we're gonna ignore that. Let's see. Oh, don't do that. But yeah, we got that. That was a pretty good game to see, They got some interesting stuff, interesting story, I guess, which is called Mario and Luigi Brothership. I guess it's just more of just focusing on both of them, just kind of how they work together and stuff. And they have new like combos, new attacks, some cool stuff right there. But that was announced. There's some other games like they had the Nintendo World Championships. They call it like the NES edition, which is like the original Nintendo Entertainment System, which is pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah. Which I mean, I gotta say some pretty cool stuff right there. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make the bow and arrow now, just to show you, just to have one. I'm gonna put it away though, because I don't really feel like using it. Oh no. There we go, got a bow. That away, I'll keep the 6 on me. Because I need to make an axe, because I'm gonna go chop down some... Well, I don't really need to. But anyways, so yeah, pretty much what the NES edition game, whatever it is. It's basically pretty much where you go around and you compete. Or you play like the original Nintendo games and stuff, but you're like competing against online, like other players online, playing like the other games and stuff, which is unique, I gotta say. Pretty interesting idea. And I think it could be something really cool if done properly and well, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Maybe like one. I don't know if this is gonna look good, but honestly, I don't really care that much because it'll be something different and, you know, from everything that I'm really doing. For sure a lot of people don't do it this way either, but you know, whatever. Let's see. Nope, it has to say like that. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Alright, sorry, I was trying to like figure out what I'm doing here. But yeah, after that, you know, they announced a couple, I guess, like other games, which I mean, I don't really care about all the games, but also realizing I kind of messed up a little bit. Hold on. Like, what am I doing? Oh no, what did I break? I did not mean to break that. But yeah, they just, I don't know, like, they announced other games that I don't really care about, you know, because Nintendo kind of does that. But, see, but there's other games that they announced where, you know, I'm pretty interested. I'll cover them in a second once I fix my mistake. Because that is not what I was supposed to do and what I was planning on doing. It's supposed to be like that. Alright. So, if I go back, I mean, they had some, like, well-known, like, IPs for games that they're gonna be making, like Hello Kitty, Looney Tunes. Hello Kitty, I don't know, I guess it's more or less like a Animal Crossing type thing. I guess, I don't know. I'm not sure, I didn't really look into it, because I didn't watch the full direct, I just watched the things that was interesting to me. I probably should have looked into the Looney Tunes thing, because I do like Looney Tunes, but, you know. As a game, it's like, you know, I don't really care. Oh, I have so much dirt, what am I doing? I'm not gonna need all this dirt, but still. So then, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. So, there's also some Among Us stuff. But they are also bringing back Donkey Kong Country Returns. And they're gonna make it HD, which the cool thing about that game is that was a Donkey Kong game that was on the Wii. And it was really good. It was a pretty good game. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually a pretty good game, and I like it. Ooh, carrots are done. Chicken just lay an egg? He did. Awesome. I'm gonna leave it there. So that, you know, if a baby comes out, that'd be awesome. Okay. Just put that there. See, I mean, I'm a big fan of Donkey Kong. I don't know if you guys are a fan of Donkey Kong, but I am. I love Donkey Kong. I've always loved the Donkey Kong franchise. You know, I got Tropical Freeze on the Switch and played through it, and I gotta say I like it. I didn't 100% it though. There's a part of me that wanted to, but I just didn't do it because there's just other things that I wanted to do instead. But you know, the Donkey Kong games are good, and if you guys never played Donkey Kong Country Returns and have a Switch, I do recommend you pick it up when it comes out. I don't know when it comes out though, I forgot. You know, they got some other stuff that I don't really care about. Let's see. Because I'm looking at what I saw. There's also some new Disney Illusion Island stuff, which that's like a 2D platformer, but with Disney characters. I heard it was okay, but I didn't play it myself. Uh, oh, but there is a new Mario Party though. I am kind of interested in that. It's Super Mario Party, uh, Jam, Jamboree, something like. Yeah, I think that's how you say that. Very interesting. It's like a sequel to the Super Mario Party, the one that came out first on Switch, not like Superstars, unfortunately. But they are bringing back boards from Mario Party 2 and 3, at least one from each game. Each of those two games. I don't know if there's any more coming out that are from the original games, but, uh, pretty cool stuff. I might check it out, might buy it when it comes out. But, let's see, other than that, we got... mm, Oh, new Legend of Zelda game as well. That's also really cool stuff. But instead of you playing as Link, you actually play as Zelda, and there's like, she's not using a sword. She has like a different weapon, and like you can like copy things and place things to be able to climb up or whatever. It sounds pretty cool. Of course, I know you guys won't know what I'm talking about, which you guys just have to watch like the trailer so that you guys really understand, because it's a lot to explain. But also another cool thing, one of the big things that actually sounded really cool, something we've all been waiting for a long time, for Metroid fans. They announced Metroid Prime 4, and I'm saying a lot of fans have been waiting for Metroid Prime 4 for years, many years. So now that it's finally happening, it's cool. A lot of fans are really excited, really happy about it. So I'm kind of like interested to see where it goes, and I hope it turns out pretty well. Pretty good. And I think I forgot which game. I think I don't know. All I know is they're all coming out later this year, and they're gonna be coming out also like early next year. And I'm pretty sure by then that's like the end of the Switch's life cycle, which is crazy to think because we're having a new Nintendo console coming out soon. And no, they didn't. They didn't announce the new console, which kind of sucks because I was interested in seeing if they had something for the new console. But maybe there's gonna be one more direct, and it'll be about the new console. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Luckily, though, I do have a lot of dirt, so I can just kind of fix this up. But yeah, I mean, that's really it for the direct. I mean, like, there's not really much going on. I mean, there was a lot. There was a lot of announcements, a lot of good announcements, and a lot of games that I am down to play. But for now, it's just, right now in the Switch, like, part of games and stuff that are coming, it's just not really much happening. I guess. Like, right now. Later, though, oh man. When these games all come out, it's gonna be great. But, ever since, like, the Peach game and Mario Wonder and all that came out, it's just been very quiet from Nintendo. With new games coming out. So, it's just very interesting, I guess. Just to finally see something new and to see that they're actually putting a lot of effort into a lot of the games. Like, bringing out some pretty big games at the end of the life cycle, which is surprising because, I mean, you would assume they'd probably try and do that sooner, but, better late than never then, I guess. But, yeah, that's pretty much it, though. Trying to see if I can find a chicken so I can have a second one, but I guess we are not having another chicken. Unfortunate, but, yeah, I made a little progress. I expanded the farm a little. I got a chicken, laid an egg. So, making a little bit of progress. I know I said I wanted to work on the roof, but I did not do that. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. But I expanded the farm, which that's what I was talking about. I was making it like this. I know it's probably gonna look a little ugly, which I didn't think this would go over the fence, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I guess it'll add to the charm of the house. Make it go upward. I'm thinking on maybe expanding the roof because someone mentioned the other day in a comment, like asking me why I haven't gone up here because, there's nothing here. But I will make something of it. And, I'll add some like windows and stuff around here, Maybe, hmm. Maybe if I make the farm tall enough, maybe I'll make the house expand and go around. Will it look good? I don't know, and I don't think so, but, you know. Might as well try to see what happens if I do. Don't know if it'll look good, it probably won't, but I don't care, you know. Also, some sugarcane already, why did that not work? Apparently I didn't put sugarcane there, but yeah, I got a lot of sugarcane. I'm just gonna keep expanding the farm, you know, make a whole wall of sugarcane, because why not? Not that I don't need all of it, but, you know, it's just kind of funny. Just make a huge wall. But I think that's pretty much it, really. I think in the next video, I will definitely work on the second floor. Because, I mean, I've been focusing a lot on progressing the game, which, I mean, I did that. I need to find diamonds, but I will save that for another video. Maybe I will. I think I should, because, I mean, I know I said I want to make an underground part, but I think just no, that's just a lot of work. I'm going to expand the house, and I'm going to actually make a room for the enchantment table later on. But as of now, you know, I can't really do that, but I'll do that later on. So if you guys have made it this far into the video, and I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, guys.